Yes, it's a fair result. I think both teams would be a little bit disappointed in the quality of their play tonight. I think we made too many mistakes, to be honest with you.
Next question. Go ahead, Cam Inman, Mercury News.
Cam, Bruce, it came down there at the end. Messi had a few opportunities. So, what are your thoughts on your defense that we were able to stop them in the effective time?
Yeah, for the most part, we did a good job on Messi. You know, he was threatening throughout the game, and you know he's a terrific player, and you know our guys did a good job. I think the opening couple of minutes were crazy. I mean, for us to concede a goal that early was poor on our part. And I think the second and third goals we could have been better. But, you know, as any coach would tell you, you know, we always look at the, you know, what if, you know, we could have done a little bit better. So give them credit. 3 goals. I thought our 3 goals, the finishes were great. So take the point and move on.
Christian Babcock and then Jeff.
First, Christian Babcock, American News over here. It looked like you were talking to Messi after the game. Was a little unhappy with the refs?
Yes, he was.
Was it about, you know, not getting
That's universal language when you're talking about referees, and you know everyone knows what the language is in discussing the referee. He was obviously not happy, and I wanted to make sure really he wasn't going to get a red card, and that's why I just tried to move him out of the way, because for him to get a red card at the end of the game would have been ridiculous. So I just wanted to make sure we get him out of there, and he's ready to play the next game for Miami.
How would you describe just what this atmosphere was like, what his presence brought?
It was good. I think, you know, obviously this is a franchise that's been not at its best over the last whatever years, and we're trying to get it better. We have a long way to go, but I think getting more people at the game tonight, maybe people for the first time because Messi's here, is helpful, and maybe they recognize that the game is entertaining. It's good to see, and the team in San Jose is getting better, and maybe they'll come back and support us. So just trying to grow the product. I think this obviously is beneficial for our club, you know, the game tonight. So hopefully it pays dividends down the road.
Next question, Jeff Carlisle, ESPN.
Bruce, what do you think of the continued progression of Ball? Obviously, the scores tonight, but how do you think the performances have developed on both sides of the ball?
He's been very good for us since game 1. You know, he came into preseason without a contract, and he earned a supplemental contract. And by the end of our play at Coachella in preseason, he demonstrated that he was a player that could challenge to get into our first 11. And you know, we gave him the opportunities, and he never shrunk at all. He's just getting better and better every game. And I thought his goal was outstanding tonight, and I thought Hark's goal as well. So it's good to see that those 2 got on the score sheet.
Michael.
All right, Coach, was there any trepidation for the players to be too caught up in their playing against, you know, and now he's their peer, but he still has that's pretty wide?
Are you just saying because it was the Messi game that our team weren't going to be up for the task? I think, you know, as we scouted Miami, we scouted them as a team and not Messi. And like any very good player, you discuss his strengths and weaknesses. The weaknesses aren't too great, believe me, and we're aware of that. But I think the biggest mistake we could have made tonight was be too respectful of Messi. You know, so we just played. You know, some teams will, you know, maybe get players around him a little tighter and try to deny him the ball. We just wanted to play our game and try to be the better team tonight. And at the same time, obviously have the greatest respect for a player of his skill and talent and all of that. So hopefully the people in the stands enjoyed the game.
We'll take 2 more. First one, go ahead, Brian.
So with looking at the play this week, especially like Rodriguez making his way back into the lineup, making a couple key defensive things right before he came out. How are you seeing the defense playing overall this week between Colorado and here, and both getting results in both games?
Well, we're getting better. I think two things. I think our record is not indicative of the way we've played over our first 13 games. We should have more points, and I think defensively we're better than our record indicates. Because although we gave up 3 goals tonight, I thought at times we performed pretty well. And so the team's getting better defensively, but obviously we can't concede in the first 15 seconds of the game. And I think we could have done a better job in the second and third goals, but obviously that's just a coach talking.
One last one from Jeff Weisinger. Go ahead.
Jeff Weisinger, Coach James here. Your thoughts on this confidence level of the guys that are in Rock's kind of meeting in the last 4? Really, they seem like they did a good job against Messi today. Just get thoughts on confidence.
We're getting better as a team. I'm hopeful that as we get through the first half of the season, we have a really good feel for who we are and where we need to go in the second half of the season. But I think, we're a team that I think last year had 21 points for the season. And we have, 17 now? 16? I don't even know. We're 5, 6. We have 17 points. So we've almost, mastered last year's standing. So we're getting better, no question about it. But there's a long way for us to go.